the room that breathed. When Marcus took the night job at the abandoned Crestfall Hotel, he expected boredom. His task was simple: walk the corridors every hour and report anything unusual. From the first night, he felt something profoundly wrong. The hotel was unnaturally quiet, a heavy silence that pressed on the ears. Every time Marcus walked past room 209, the lights flickered. The second night, he stopped at the room. The door, though locked, looked strangely swollen, as if the wood was breathing. He leaned closer and heard it. A slow, steady inhale, a slow, rattling exhale, like something huge and alive was inside. Marcus stepped back, heart pounding. He reported the door as structurally warped and continued his patrol, trying to rationalize the sound. But the building wasn't done. Near 3:17 a.m., all the hallway lights suddenly shut off. The darkness was absolute. Then the sound came again, the breathing he'd heard at room 209. Only now it was right behind him. Marcus turned slowly. The darkness shifted, peeling itself off the wall like a shape. Two pale, faintly glowing eyes opened within it. He ran. He sprinted down the stairs to the lobby. The moment he reached the bottom step, every light in the building exploded. The darkness behind him vanished. Breathing hard, Marcus slid behind the old front desk. He tried to tell himself he had imagined the figure. That's when the phone on the counter rang. He jumped. The phone lines were dead cut years ago. Shaking, Marcus lifted the receiver. A whisper leaked through. "Come back to room 209. He slammed the phone down. The hotel was alive, watching him, calling him. For the rest of the shift, he stayed near the exit. But as dawn approached, he heard slow, dragging footsteps on the staircase. They reached the lobby, then stopped, just outside the weak sunlight leaking through the window. Marcus forced himself to look. A figure stood at the bottom of the stairs. Its skin was stretched and gray, its limbs too long, its head tilted like a broken doll. Its chest rose and fell with that same horrible, wet breathing. It took one step forward. Marcus ran out the front door and didn't go back. Later that day, the manager asked why he quit. Marcus told him everything. The man listened quietly. "You lasted longer than most," the manager said. "The ones who hear the breathing, they don't usually make it to the morning." Marcus swallowed hard. "What's in room 209? he asked. The manager looked at him with pity. "It's not what's in the room," he said. "It's the room itself." Marcus never returned. But sometimes late at night, when the world is silent and still, he swears he hears it again. A slow inhale, a slow exhale, and he knows the room is still looking for him. The second inhale. Marcus's new life was fractured. He moved cities and changed jobs, but silence remained his enemy. Whenever the world fell quiet, he heard it: a phantom sound, the slow, wet inhale, the rattling exhale. It wasn't just memory, it was an echoing promise. He couldn't sleep. The psychological weight of the hotel's patience exhausted him. Researching the Crestfall Hotel, he found vague articles about disappearances, always linked to the second floor. One name appeared repeatedly: Elias Vance, a watchman who vanished near room 209 in the 90s. After 3 weeks, Marcus snapped. He drove back to Crestfall under the afternoon sun. He found the manager, Mr. Harris, sitting in his office across the street. "B came back," Harris said immediately. "I knew you would." "Why?" Marcus demanded. "What did you mean?" "It's the room itself." Harris looked toward the ominous hotel. "The room, the hotel, it needs to breathe. When it pulls life into itself, not to kill it, Marcus, but to trap it, to make it a permanent fixture." "But I left," Marcus insisted. "Did you?" Harris challenged. "I quit this job 20 years ago. Yet I only moved across the street. The ones who hear the breathing never truly leave its orbit. They come back, just like Vance." As they spoke, the sun began to dip. The clearing outside the hotel grew gray. "You need to go," Harris warned. "It's nearing the changing hour." Marcus knew he couldn't leave. He had to sever the connection. He grabbed the keys from Harris's desk, ignoring the manager's frantic protests. The oppressive silence was back on the second-floor landing. Marcus's flashlight beam trembled. Then he saw it. Room 209's door was wide open. The air pressure immediately dropped. The sound of the breathing was no longer phantom. It was massive, deafening. Marcus looked into the void. The room was empty, dusty, but the shadows churned like thick black water. "You wanted me back," Marcus whispered, raising the light. "Here I am." The floorboards beneath him groaned with a deep, structural hunger. He felt an immense suction of physical force pulling him into the doorway. Like a powerful vacuum, he struggled, gripping the dusty doorframe, but his fingers slid off. The force intensified, dragging him inch by terrifying inch. "No," he screamed. He fell into the darkness. The instant he crossed the threshold, the deafening breathing abruptly ceased. The door to room 209 slammed shut with a final echoing bang. Inside the locked, silent room, Marcus realized his chest wasn't moving. He tried to scream, but the sound caught in his throat. Now, only capable of producing a slow, rattling exhale. The hotel had a new voice. E was the room now. V was the silence.